Did you know improper time management can make a person's entire life turn into a mess? My name is Hephzisoft. I own the Hephzisoft channel, and let's talk about my power. Today, I want to talk about one of the most important thing a man needs or a woman needs in his or her life, called time management. So, I know it's a very popular topic out there. There are a lot of videos out there talking about time management, but today I want to bring my own views and to share more insights on what I think about it. So I'll first like to talk about the dangers, then move to the dangers of improper time management first, followed by the advantages, then we move on to how to have a proper time, how to have a proper time management. Yeah, actually, that's what I was to say. So let's dive in. So one of the first advantages is what we call time wastage. So there are a lot. First thing first, I'm a Christian, so there are a lot of tons of Bible verses that talks about time wastage. Examples are Proverbs 21:5 and Romans 13:11. So they all talk about time. Do not waste your time. Use your time wisely. Do this wisely. Do this wisely. I will do that wisely. So if you do not have a proper time management, you would waste your time entirely. Every day will look like a waste to you. I wish can be really frustrating for some people, and some people do not care. They just feel like wasting their time. But that's really bad. You're not meant to waste your time, because when you waste your time, you are wasting your life. That's just the pure and honest truth. 2, health issues. So improper time management means you waste your time on social media, and you will not be able. You will try to make up for it by most of the time cutting from your sleep time. So let's say it happens to me countless time. There was a particular that was even yesterday. That was yesterday. I still feel guilty about it. That was yesterday. I'm currently working on a story that I'm writing on. Then I was like, okay, let me continue writing the story, because my laptop had an issue, so I had to what do you call reset the PC. So it took me hours to install Flutter back on it. So after I wasted a lot of time, I was like, okay, so I don't look like I wasted today. Let me just write some couple stuff. Then I saw a notification. It's not from Instagram. Yeah, I think from Instagram. Then I just clicked into it. Then from around 10 o'clock to around 11 o'clock. No, from around 9 o'clock to around 10:30. I was just wasted on Instagram, and I sleep by 10. So I sleep by 10. So to have better sleep hours though. So then I was, because of, if it was before, then I would try to make up for it by walking into the middle of the night. But I decided to just take a nap, because I love waking up by 4 o'clock. Then I move into my day from 4 o'clock. So I decided to what? Just sleep, then move on. But assuming I was working with a company, or let's say I had a company tax to work on, though I will not open, I will have not have opened Instagram, because it was a personal work. That's why the thing felt. That's why that particular stuff felt that way. But you try to cut from your sleep time and exercise time. So when you're meant to sleep, when you're meant to take an exercise, you want to take from it to do the particular time that you have used to scroll on social media. You have done unnecessary stuff, things that does not make any sense, which leads to fatigue. So fatigue leads to what? Health issues. When you are extremely tired, it leads to health issues. I can testify to that. 3, the biggest of all is life stop making sense to you. So for example, dopamine I don't know. I kind of call that is not really a good thing at times. When you're scrolling on social media, when you're scrolling or not doing the right thing, your body tends to enjoy it. You're scrolling on social media, you're eating junk food, you are doing the things that you're not meant to do. Your body will really want it, will want more of it, which is bad. So, which can make hard work related things kind of look stupid to you because you just want to give your body just want to be under your bed, taking TikTok, scrolling through, taking Instagram, scroll through, taking X or Twitter, scroll through, YouTube short, scroll through, just keep on scrolling, keep on watching, which is really bad cycle of life. Then you do this today, you do this tomorrow, this next tomorrow, you do it upper days, then you keep on doing that throughout the week. They have wasted a lot of time, so automatically you just want to keep on giving yourself that freedom, which is not good. So you want to be believing you want to be living in the moment, like you just like you're not caring about the future, you're not caring about what you have done before. Living the moment sometimes is really harmful because you have to just think that, okay, what about tomorrow, what about this, what about that? This is not good. So you see the and also people, and also I also want to say this, people to stop following their heart. Yeah. So some people will tell you, okay, do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. Always follow your heart, believe in yourself. Yeah, that's true. But to be honest, your heart is a deceiver, does not love you. Why? You are given a task at school, you are given assignment at school, but your heart decides, okay, I want to go on a TikTok break, or I want to be on Instagram right now. Then you take up Instagram, then you open it up. Then you know you are going to get punished if you are not doing the assignment. I don't know how they punish, but in Nigeria, I don't know, they tend to beat students. Some other countries they do not beat students, so probably there will be a way. Probably you'll get grounded or something like that. I don't know how other countries deal with students that do not do assignments. So you go on a TikTok break, go on an Instagram break, then you forget why you scrolling on Instagram. You slept off, meet yourself 7 a.m. in the morning, you get woken up. Please go to school, or probably your alarm makes you it's time for you to go to work. Then you go to work, find out that I have not finished the task. It happened to me. This particular there was a Monday, so there was a particular task that I meant to do every weekend. Though I didn't do it intentionally, I actually didn't really skip my mind because I did not had it. I did my to do app. So I do the work every Saturday. Then I submit this particular stuff in the night, like Saturday 8 a.m. 8 p.m. 9 p.m. actually. Then I had it thought on Sunday. My mind was like, you should have already done it yesterday. Then on Monday morning, cause it's an habit I do. So whenever I reach wherever I'm going to, like the gate, probably the entrance, I just try to, okay, did I do this, did I do this, did I do this, did I do this? So I was like trying to checklist everything I'm meant to do before I go to work on Monday. Then just at the gate there, I remember that, I'll not do this thing. So because of I've actually been doing it very often, and the I can call my boss decided to forgive me and said I shouldn't do it anymore. So that's the that's just an harmful stuff if you are following your heart. So your heart is wicked, it does not love you. The Bible lists tons of emphasis on that you do not trust your heart. Your heart is deceitful, it does not love you. That's just the pure truth. Because when you're meant to be working, your heart will tell you, I want TikTok. When you're meant to be eating healthy food, your heart will tell you, that hamburger looks cool. Let's buy it. Let's get down. When you're trying to be taking or doing the right thing, your heart will just say, let's decide to take a little break. That's really bad. So please do not follow your heart. Try do what is right, and do not waste your time scrolling. Sorry. So said after I think these are the three biggest advantages that I can see for now. So let's talk about some advantage. So the first advantage you will notice is this. Um you feel relaxed. You will always feel relaxed because you will alright. So you will feel relaxed because whenever, especially me, whenever I tend to finish my daily to-do list, I feel very happy. I feel that sense of joy. For example, today I set three stuff. So I don't go to work basically on Tuesdays because of transport fare is expensive here. So what I do is I said okay today we do my laundry, read a book called Atomic Habits. Then so I'm currently recompiling my Korean notes that I'm currently learning Korean. So I said okay, I'll do the three. So actually the Korean part I didn't finish it. That like I didn't do much because of the notes. The note I wrote was not good. Yeah. So the original note I wrote, even though that I didn't finish it the best possible way, but I was very happy that at least I could finish all of my to-do list, then take a very huge nap. Yeah, I slept for about 2 hours this evening. So that was very good for me. So improved health. You'll be able to make time for yourself and make time for your health. So yesterday night I didn't sleep that much. So today now when I finish all of my to-do, I could take a break. At least 2 hours worth of nap. That's huge. At least that could revive me and get me going. So you'll be able to make time for yourself, for your health, and the joy that comes from that, from doing all the tasks at the right time. So for example, Proverbs 17:22 says, "A joyful heart is a good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." So when you finish your tasks, you'll be happy, you have a good health because you make time for yourself and you make time for your health. And when you have good health, when you are relaxed, when you are feeling happy, automatically you have a joyful heart, and a joyful heart is a good medicine to yourself. Because of if you are wasting your time, you have health issues, you're not going to feel happy. You will not always feel happy when you have health issues. So the best thing is to what? Is to have an improved health. Then you have sense of fulfillment. Whenever you have proper time management, you'll be able to know if you're making progress or not. So for example, me writing my notes today and me reading Atomic Habits, even though I could not read the whole chapter, I was reading. While I was reading it, then I slept off. But at least I know that okay, this particular stuff, because I'll make sure I jotted some things down. So I know that okay, this is where I stopped, this is where I stopped reading, this is where I'm continuing going to read from. So automatically there is this sense of fulfillment because of, according to even the book I'm reading, I don't even know that they even kind of tally what I was saying. So he said this little he said 1% delete. Come on, let me quickly look for that, and it said something like this. Okay, he said the aggression of marginal gain, same finding small improvement in everything you do. So when you have this sense of fulfillment, you finish all your tasks. Automatically, you know, okay, I've done this today, I've done this today. Automatically, you'll be able to check, okay, did everything I do today really make sense? How does this work? How does this work? How is this? Because there was this particular program my mom told me which day was that. I don't know, it's very recent. It's a Yoruba adage that said, if you want to hit the milk is it milk or honey inside a rock, you not check the teeth or the blade of your axe. That is very kind of wrong. It's talking about consistency, but in this present age and age, you do not want to do that. You want to check the teeth or the blade of your axe consistently. Why? So you know if it's making any impact on the rock. Because when you are just slamming a bad axe towards a rock, you're wasting your time there. So what can take you 2 weeks, because you're just hitting it without doing proper checking, without doing proper planning, then you are shooting yourself in the leg. So when you have this sense of fulfillment, you know that you're not doing the wrong stuff. You're able to check, okay, how is this thing doing? Because you'll not be doing random stuff. Because doing random stuff will give you what random results, or sometimes no results. There was a particular there was this particular, I can't really remember the way they said it. He said consistency without organization is like action without progress, something like that. It's by David Hernandez. He said it. So you see, time management is very, very important because it helps with even organization. You'll be more organized. You will know how to set things up. You know how to do the right things. You know what to do, what not to do. That's how important time management can be. So with all of this, let me now talk about how to set effective time management. Everything boils down to your to-do list. To-do list, that's just the best I can think about. So to-do list is the way that I know that helps. You might say that the only to-do list I know what has worked for me, that's what I'm sharing out there. Something else may have worked for other people, and that's what they are going to share out there. So number one, there are 4 types of to-do list at first. I have the bi-yearly, we have the monthly, we have the weekly, we have the daily. So the bi-yearly to do is basically splitting the year into two. So the reason why I do bi-yearly to do is, actually I've not implemented bi-yearly to do yet, but it really worked one time like that. I once did it, I don't know, sometime some years ago, but I didn't take it to, like, I didn't really take it to heart then when this stuff actually worked. So you said splitting the year into two is the best way you can help yourself achieve more. Why is that? Because when you split the year into two, you can review the first half of the year in the second half of the year and know if you have made the wrong or right decision during the first half. So basically, the second half is just like you checking what you did in the first half of the year, then making proper updates or checking what you're meant to do. Because of, to be honest, this new year resolution, you can set the wrong goals or you can set too much of goals for the first quarter of the year. You can set too much of goals and this can be overwhelming and drain you a lot, which will lead to issues. So the reason why we have this bi-yearly is this: you cut your year into two, then you set this particular part. Okay, you do the other stuff, like things that will take you more hard times to do. You first plan it for the first year, because of towards the second year, I mean second half of the year, you have 5 months basically, not 6 anymore, because December things start closing up. December only has about 2 weeks, or some company has only about 1 week, then we are forgetting about it. So we have only about 5 months. So you want to do like some those quick stuff that can quickly stop towards the ending. Then the first 7 or 8 months, you want to do what very intensive tasks. Then the remaining part of the year, just to, because by October basically your family members, if you are part of a family or if you are one person in a family, like I'm talking about if you're a father or if you're a mother or if you're a member or a child, basically your family members will start planning vacations or holidays, and by October this will start. So by basically November you should start reducing tax, personal tax, because of why your company or whoever you want to work with will want to rush tax. Like, okay, we should quickly achieve this towards the end of the year, so which will be too much taxes. So if you try putting your personal tax and your company tax also comes in, or your organization tax, or if you own a business, tax also comes in, this will cause too much fatigue. So you want to like kind of put a little bit personal tax towards the end of the year, because of you have to tend to work more for your organization or for your own organization. So the type of organization I'm talking about, if you're working with an organization or if you own an organization. So we don't have what monthly to do. So the reason we have monthly to do is to work with our bi-yearly to do. So your bi-yearly to do is a larger vision of your task. Let's say I want to learn data analysis, I want to learn this, I want to learn that. So this what monthly to do with us is it will help you break down that per yearly to do. So it is better to break down tasks into smaller pieces so you can achieve them better. So you know, okay, this first month I want to target Python. Let's say you're learning Excel. You want to learn data analysis, or say you want to target Excel, or want to target Power BI. But it's always best to start with Python. So you will learn Python, NumPy, Pandas, this, that. The reason why I know all of this, you don't need to know. Make my research. So there's what weekly to do. What weekly to do is basically to break down your monthly to do more. Because of when you say I want to learn Python this particular month, it's not possible to learn Python in a month. I don't know if it's possible, but Python for data analysis cannot be learned in a month. Please do not try to do something that are impossible. Make it possible. It will take you much longer time than that. So, except if you have done Python before. So, then we have a weekly to do. They simply break down monthly to do into smaller pieces and can help achieve them. So, here goes the most important and the tricky one, which is easy to do. I'll talk about that, but let's talk more about the weekly to do. So let's say you're learning Python. Then you say, okay, this particular week, Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday, let's say I want to learn variables and control flows or control statement. So that will be variables, data types. You want to learn the if, the else, and probably you want to learn functions. So that's how your weekly to do will look like. So your weekly to do will break down what your monthly to do into what smaller pieces. Then we have the trickiest one, which is the daily to do, and it's the hardest to keep up with. It is the hardest, and the annoying thing about daily to do is that just one single day can sorry for using the F word, can spoil the entire year if care is not taken. Atomic Abidi, he was talking about that slow changes. That's like let me just paraphrase what the guy said. It was like slow changes means that you make a mistake today, that means you can make up for it tomorrow. You just kind of wave it up. But if it's consistent, then it's going to what affect you. Ideally to do, if you're not careful with it, today you do this mistake, tomorrow you do this, next tomorrow you do this, upper tomorrow you do this. I don't know. I'm also trying to work on my to-do list as much as possible and learning priority, important tasks versus necessary tasks. This is something that I am really, even myself, I'm trying to define. Because of why? Most of the times, necessary tasks will look important, and they are not important. Why important tasks themselves might not look important. And if you don't do work on the important tasks first and you work on the necessary tasks first, you might put yourself in trouble. So I don't know. I can't think of a good example to use now, but I probably think about one. He said it's very important and very tricky to keep up with daily to do because of just a day can literally ruin everything from weekly to do up to your bi-yearly to do and down to your yearly to do, up back to your yearly to do. So make sure you plan your daily to do well so that they are not too taxing and take up time that you are meant to rest. So don't try to push too much into your daily to do. Just try to make sure they are light, but not too light that makes you look lazy or that make you lazy. Make sure they are light, but not too light, please. So when they are light enough, then you can work with that. So do not overwork yourself because you want to checklist all items in your bucket list because it's daily stuff. So you also say, okay, my bucket list. Me, I just want my bucket list is to become a movie writer, is to become a songwriter, someday become a musician. I can sing, do. Now it's programming that collected my voice from me. I stopped singing when I started programming. So programming was so overwhelming then because nobody told me what I signed up for then. Well, I just know that I wanted to design some crazy beautiful website, and I found myself all day in front of the computer coding and stuff. So it took a lot of things from me. So just because you want to checklist all items in your bucket list, do not overwork yourself. Because if you overwork yourself and you want to checklist all items in your bucket list, you might end up kicking the bucket. That's just the pure truth. please just have proper planning. Plan your day well. Proper planning is one of the hardest things to do also, because important tasks, necessary tasks is a very tricky stuff, and you must learn to define it yourself. Nobody will teach you. I don't want to know. You go to a YouTube video. So you just have to decide yourself and try to understand each of every task and why you are doing this and why you are doing that. So one of the reasons why I learned this, one other thing on my bucket list is what, to become a grey hat hacker. Yeah, a grey hat hacker. So not being good, not like the white hat, and not being bad like the black hat, but the grey hat. So so in case if somebody messes with me, I'll show them my other side. So though that's just a joke though, just be a grey hat, just be neutral. So also knowing your daily limits is very, very important. Today I overworked myself. I did my laundry, did this, did that, did this, a lot of tasks that I did today. But I was very lucky that the three important ones, I could checklist them while doing all other tasks that I'm meant to do. So even though I did the important one first, this was doing my laundry. I did that one first, then reading the book, then writing my notes. So I did all of that. So knowing your daily limits. So for example, me, I can say I'm in between. I'm a little bit introverted and also extroverted. So what I tend to do is just make sure that I make my time well and take necessary breaks, so I don't break down. So I do that a lot. And also there are a lot of times you will not meet up with your daily to do. So what you have to do is review what happened before you blame yourself for not meeting up. Yeah, because if you make a mistake, you are meant to scold yourself. Like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? I don't over scold yourself, please, but at least you should scold yourself, punish yourself for not meeting up to the task. Punish yourself for not meeting up to the task, and be strict with yourself. Yeah, the person that will not deceive you is yourself, and the person that will also deceive you is yourself. So when you decide to be strict with yourself, you will not deceive yourself. But if you decide to just everybody makes mistake, okay. So you said you review what happened, why you could not meet up before you start blaming yourself. So this is about 27 minutes already. I don't know, but I think this should be fun. Then so these are most of the things I want to tell you about. So the remaining will be shared on LinkedIn. I don't know, LinkedIn is my favorite platform to use, so I'm just trying to adapt into Instagram and X. Yes, Instagram and X. But TikTok might take me a lot of time to move into, because I do not understand that platform at all. I do not understand the platform at all. So these are just all I want to talk about for today. Time management. There are more than this, but these are just like my own views on it. So I don't know. I might not be able to touch everybody, but this should make some massive difference the way you think. So just having a mentality that if you don't have improper time management, you are wasting your life. Yeah, I'm also learning every day. Nobody's a master of time management. I'm learning every day. There's some mistake that I also did today that I'll make sure I don't do tomorrow. So we learn from our mistakes. So thank you very much. I remain your favorite person, Hephziba. Please, I hope you like, share, and you subscribe for more engaging and interesting content like this. Thank you very much for your time. Peace out.